Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. So,
Okay.
question of the week. We previously did a purple belt for when I was promoted. And sort of general advice, maybe a direction, something you should focus on. So, when we're talking about blue belts, you know, someone who transitions from a white belt, recently promoted to a blue belt, what advice do you have for them other than survive now they're no longer in the white belt? Sort of.
Survive the wave of whoopings that are coming your way,
Yeah.
right? I think the main thing is to stay with your fundamentals, okay? And as you're exploring to get start opening up your game to the more advanced and complex techniques, don't lose sight of the fundamentals. Because that's what all the fancy moves and stuff are based off of. So it's all like, and don't be afraid to explore the setups, because a lot of the techniques that are finishing, you know, everybody finishes armbar, kimuras, rear naked chokes. It's not necessarily always the submissions, it's the setups. So branch off and try to use your setups a little bit more for the fundamentals.
Yeah.
As you're evolving into the more complex techniques.
In your experience, do you feel like you see white belts like force submissions as opposed to you're saying the blue belts they're setting it up, or what's your experience with white belts
No.
versus blue belts?
Usually towards the end of blue belt into the early purple belt, the setups are better.
Oh, gotcha.
But if you can manage to start working them sooner, you know, start working your setups first, then explore the fancier stuff towards the middle and end of your blue belt. So in the beginning of your blue belt, whatever was working at
White.
white into blue, keep using it, but now focus more on setting it up better. Because the setup is where you get people lost, like in transition. So if you could work your setups, like your sweeps to this, or your back takes from De La Hiva, you know, to the back to, you know, if you're really good on the back, you know, everybody knows if you're on the back, your submission rate goes up, you know, because your body can only defend forward, not back like that, right? So if you're good at maintaining the back, then work a little bit more on your techniques to get to the back, your setups, basically.
So like when you're engaging with someone and you know you're good from the back, setting up the position or in trying to force into that back transition.
Yeah, so it's like focus more on that, because in the long run it's gonna set you up for success. You know, make people think you're going right when you're really going underneath them. Make them think you're going underneath when you're really going to the left.
Yeah.
You know, it's just bait. It's just baiting them into it.
So from white belt, you know, building a foundational, fundamental understanding of the moves, right? Then you've got, let's say, 3 to 5 moves picked out. Now you're creating maybe 2 or 3 setups.
Right.
To make them smoother and maybe even hitting them more often.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So your rate of maintaining the back is probably going to go up, right? Yeah. Versus like me, sometimes I think I got too fixated on all the cute shit. Yeah. You know.
The YouTube Barambola.
Yeah. So a lot of people do.
Yeah.
But then too, if you stick to what you're already good at and then working the setups to enhance it.
Yeah.
Long term, when you get down to the purple, brown, black, it's gonna make everything that much better.
Awesome.